23, and there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens on EA Sports.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming at a distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ballgame and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That is a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with him. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
That was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his third 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin with a run by Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism. Partner, you know when we call it a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football in the field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That would complete to Prochet. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Nifty move. And here he'll get down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down, gain of 4.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They get to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off for 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play, attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
People across the league have Dobbins picked one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hand and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move or move and knocked it away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
As Jamar Chase picks up a 1st down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was 3rd in the league in touchdown. He became only the 2nd rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
On the try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to 20. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Mixon.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
On second and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
The 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Last time, I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points for him. 52 yards rushing now, 8 carries for him so far.
He's working relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And Jackson going to run again.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game I can see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Pass, a crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet from 10 yards out as they have taken a lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver. Successful for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. going to throw again.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This will be a 37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one complete to Prochet.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talent of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him after the block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
First down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and first down on that last catch as well.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To the air again, Burrow.
Again, that's Hurst.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short. Burrow, throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Nixon. Burrow will throw.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
Come on, now let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have a lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson now.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brendan, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out there.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Sam Hubbard just continues to quietly produce for the Bengals. He plays the run, but he can also rush the passer and had 7.5 sacks in 2021.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action, take your shot at the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw again is Jackson. This is caught.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Davis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. They go I formation, fullback leads away for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 85 yards on the ground for now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I thought that was a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 3rd and goal, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's really tough go for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Getting to the big tight end on 4th. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mitchell Wilcox, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, They had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone cover because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense column.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
For a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals getting set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. This is Mixon on the draw. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they go play action now. Burrow steps away. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Burrow
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense, a tied game, and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
McPherson on for the point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now Jackson passes forward, jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations, they were carrying us home. I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Jackson on 1st down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, wide open, receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's take a look at their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a throw here hauled in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Jackson throw. That one complete to Prochet. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Forced out to it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing now is Jackson.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.